A new era in American spaceflight starting just before sunrise on Florida's Space Coast. A SpaceX rocket equipped with the first commercially developed crew capsule began a critical test this morning when it blasted off toward the International Space Station. There was no one on board, but that capsule could be used to take astronauts into space later this year. Mark Strassmann was there for the launch. He joins us now from the Kennedy Space Center. Wow, this is some exciting thing to happen. What it could mean for all the rest of us.
Good morning. I got to tell you, right around 3 o'clock this morning, the skies around here just lit up, along with the moods of thousands of people who had gathered here to watch this launch. This moment represents the beginning of a new space age in which companies, rather than countries, will lead the way.
2, 1, 0. Ignition, liftoff.
The Falcon 9 rocket and its Crew Dragon capsule soared into history this morning, bringing America a giant leap closer to completely homegrown space travel for the first time in nearly 8 years. 10 minutes after launch, the Falcon 9 rocket's first stage successfully touched down on a recovery ship 300 miles off the Florida coast. By then, the Crew Dragon capsule was already orbiting Earth at 5 miles per second. SpaceX founder Elon Musk.
A little emotionally exhausted because that was super stressful, but it worked so far.
Through next Friday, the Crew Dragon needs to prove it can safely dock and undock autonomously with the space station, re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, and splash down off the Florida coast.
Dragon SpaceX for C2V2.
If all goes well, the SpaceX capsule could carry 2 astronauts as early as this summer.
I want to be clear. Our goal here is safety.
NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine told us NASA is no longer in the space race business.
It is less relevant as far as the date. What is more relevant is the safety of our crew. So we're going to make sure we do things right. Period. End of story.
On this mission, the only passenger is a dummy, a smart dummy named Ripley, outfitted with sensors to measure the impact of the ride for its eventual first flyers. NASA astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley.
So far, so good. So from our standpoint, this is what you want to see. You want to see the team hitting its stride.
Seeing a success like this definitely gives us a lot of confidence in the future.
Just before daybreak tomorrow morning, the Crew Dragon will dock with the International Space Station, and NASA and SpaceX just have to hope that docking is as picture perfect as this morning's launch. Dana?
Mark, thank you. For those of us that remember the space shuttle or the Apollo launches and gathering around the TV, it is really exciting to see this again.